Marketplaces are fairly simple. Some of you are still somehow fucking up. So we're going to do another video talking about why people use marketplaces, how to use them, how to find trusted ones, etc. So we're going to get into it now.
So a marketplace is somewhere you can go to basically buy the contacts of a model, and they offer somewhat guarantees that you will sign the model unless you completely fuck it up somehow, which a lot of people apparently manage to do. They offer refund policies, etc. So if if you don't sign the model, if the model runs away, you get a refund. So you're basically kind of buying a model, but you're more buying the contact to a model, because if you do fuck it up, it is your fault.
Exactly, and like Kyle was saying, you're buying the contact for the model. So just purchasing them contacts does not mean that model is going to sign. So you still need to have good sales skills. You still need to be very punctual and polite. You can't be a dick, because that model is not going to sign and they're going to fuck off. So you're buying the contacts to a model that wants an agency. So if they didn't sign and it's not your fault, or they didn't reply to your message after you contact them, that's when you're eligible for a refund. If you've spoken to them and then told the model that you've bought them for 10 quid or something like that, they're obviously not going to fucking sign. So that's your fault. You're not likely to get a refund from the marketplace.
Yeah, this is just pure retarded. If you go and buy a model for marketplace and you say, "Oh yeah, I just bought your contact for $200," then they're obviously going to be confused. A marketplace doesn't just approach models and say, "Look, we're a model marketplace. We're going to sell your contact to these agencies." They're basically applying to whoever owns the marketplace's agency, and they are then giving you the contact details and passing you on as a referral, if you like, to the model. It's not, this is a marketplace. Models don't approach the marketplaces saying, "I want to be listed on here and I want to be sold." That's not how it works. So if you're fucking retarded enough to go, "Oh yeah, I just bought your contact for tenner," then obviously they're going to be like, "What the fuck?" And they're going to fuck off straight away.
Especially when people start wording it saying, "I've bought you," as if they've literally bought the model like they're an object from the shop. You haven't bought the model anyway, so you're already in the wrong. And if someone told you you've just been bought, you're not going to be very happy about that, and you're obviously not going to continue to sign a contract with that agency. So think normal, like normally, like a normal person, and you should be all right.
So there's obviously loads of methods to recruit models nowadays. You can run ads, you can do cold outreach, you can do any of this kind of shit. But buying a model off a marketplace, still probably the highest ROI you're going to get on a model, because you get to see what she looks like. You know that she wants to join an agency, and you know that you're technically guaranteed to sign that model. So in terms of ROI and actually saving the amount of time required to recruit models, you're getting your bang for your buck when you're buying from marketplaces.
So how are you going to find a trustworthy marketplace that isn't going to scam you? Because a lot of marketplaces, they do false advertise models, contacts, and then obviously it's a scam. So how do you find a trustworthy marketplace? I'm going to go over a few steps and a few things just to look out for, and the best ways to find them. So one is the obvious one. If they've got a large social presence online, so they've got a large YouTube channel or Instagram page, or work very closely with someone that does, then this is normally a quite respectable marketplace, which is then going to be more trustworthy. So that's something to look out for, a large personal brand or connections with someone with a large personal brand.
Yeah, also, if you just go into an OFM community and you just ask, do you have any trusted marketplaces? Most likely someone is going to say, "Oh yeah, this marketplace," and someone else is going to reply, "Yeah, I've bought from there before," etc. Look out for bots, because a lot of these marketplaces that are scams will have bots in these chats that will, automatically reply to anyone mentioning marketplaces. So, and they'll have multiple of them as well. So you think, "Oh, look, loads of people told me this is fine, so I'm going to go buy from them." Whereas that's not really the case. Just make sure that they're actually a well-known marketplace. Ask many different sources, ask many different communities, because you don't want to be spending $500+ on a fucking scam. Another one is, if someone is approaching you or posting in a community chat like, "Buy from this marketplace, we've got loads of cheap models," and the prices seem too good to be true, they've got like 10 people in the fucking Telegram channel, don't buy from them. Anyone who's approaching you saying, "I've got a marketplace, buy from me," don't buy from them. It's as simple as that. Just don't fucking do it, because I see it time and time again. Like, so many people get scammed from buying from marketplaces that they've been told to buy from, and obviously it's a fucking scam because someone's telling you to buy from them. You need to source trusted sources from communities and general online presence of these marketplaces. It's floating around the OFM community. you know the name of the marketplace, you've heard it before, so therefore it is a trusted marketplace.
So once you get these contacts for the model, then what do you do? Now this goes into your normal recruitment or sales pitch kind of process that you have lined up. So obviously if you're a new agency, this may be fairly new to you and you may struggle with this process. But once again, if you're a slightly larger agency, you've probably hired quite a few models before, you know how this process goes. So you're going to start off with just obviously talking to them, getting to know them, getting to know certain things, and explaining your whole agency and how you run, because every agency is slightly different. And then you can start talking, potentially either jumping in a call or talking about contract and what percentage you want to get up with that model for that contract, and whether it's going to be a rolling contract or a slightly longer one. Anyway, you're just formulating a deal that you can make with that model. This is good because it's going to form that relationship to start off with. So make sure that you're being polite and you're being quite direct, but not extremely affirmative, because once again, you are still trying to hire the model. So it's a bit of a sales pitch still. So just make sure you conduct yourself correctly so that you can then recruit that model and get them to sign your contract and then work together.
This is where a lot of new agencies fuck up. Anyone who's got a little bit of money who comes into OFM, which is starting to be a kind of a trend. You know, people see money in OFM, so people with money are going to go into OFM. So people come in with a big budget to be able to, purchase models, and they hear that this is the best way of signing, etc. So they go buy a model, and their sales pitch is shit because they haven't, done any cold outreach. They've never actually pitched anyone their OFM agency. So they purchase the model, they get in contact with them, and their pitch is fucking awful, and they don't get a refund because a marketplace won't refund you if you're just a shit cunt. That's just as simple as that. They're not gonna give you a refund if your pitch is shit, because that's not their fault. They haven't done anything wrong. You're in the wrong. So make sure you've actually got a good pitch and you're confident with what you're pitching before you go into buying an expensive model that you're not gonna be able to get a refund from if you fuck it up.
So we've done a video like this before that does go in a bit more depth about marketplaces if you did want to go watch that. And we did mention some trustworthy marketplaces back in the day. However, times are slightly updated, so we're going to mention a few more now.
Yeah, so trusted marketplaces, there's only 3 that we can guarantee trust. We've either bought from them ourselves, or we just absolutely trust the people that run these because we've had contact with them, we've done business with them, etc. So number 1, this is my brother's marketplace, RA Model Marketplace. You can find that down in the description, whatever. All of these marketplaces will be down in the description. Also, BTZ, BTZ, however you want to fucking say it. Very trustworthy guy. He's very well known in the community. He's obviously trusted. Loads of people have fucking bought from him. And Only Models Marketplace as well. We've had contact with these guys, and yeah, they're sound. We know people that have bought from them, etc. So yeah, these are 3 marketplaces that if you don't want to get scammed, just stick to these 3. And if there's nothing in your budget and you go looking around for some niche marketplace that has 9 followers on the Telegram channel, good luck to you. But these are 3 that you can just stick to and guaranteed to get a model.